Hi all, welcome to auction number 11 where we'll concentrate on some loose items. Look, it's not the best of items that are going over here, but I have to try and get rid of them, so I'm just going to put them up for pretty good or cheap prices and see what happens. First item is this Porsche Carrera, 911 Carrera. 1 to 18 scale. As you can see, there's some damage over there to the rear light. Definitely play worn. Suspect it's been standing for quite a while on someone's shelf. The doors do open. It's a very heavy car. Maker, it just says made in China. I don't find any other sort of like I say, it's very heavy. I think I'd like to start this one off on 20 red. The second is this Hot Wheels. I suppose it's meant to be an attempt on the INDY car. It doesn't really say much about it. We look at the bottom. It just really says made in Malaysia, 2014. I think I'd like to try and start this one off on 5 rand. Next item is this fire truck by Hot Wheels, called the 5 alarm. If I look at it, I think it's probably one of the older models of the 5 alarm. They've got coming out quite regularly. A closer look. All still seems to be there. So this one, I'd like to start it off on 10 rand. Next item is this NASCAR. It's not Hot Wheels or Matchbox or anything, it just says China at the bottom. So it's pretty it's not tinny or anything, they're pretty solid, pretty good condition. I think we just try at 5 rand and see what happens. Next is a 67 Shelby Mustang, done by Meister. Scale, I think it says 1 to 28. I just can't read it. It's a bit small for me to try and read. It's a plastic body. Pretty heavy. I see it was battery operated, so I assume you could have put batteries, whether it still works or not, I'm not sure. Batteries in it and they'd run around. Obviously it is play worn. Looks like a 6 or 8 to me over there. Definitely play worn. Not in a terrible condition. I think maybe let's start this one off on 15 rand and see what happens. The next item is this Dodge Viper by Borrego. Also been standing on a shelf for quite a while. It does have some issues. For instance, the bonnet does detach. Well, I don't think it should. When I say detach, it does come loose over there. The doors do open. Does need a bit of a clean up. There's a dead bug in it. I see it's a 1 to 24. I think I'd like to start this one off on 15 Rand as well. The next item is another Borrego. This time it's a Mercedes 300. 1 to 43 scale. Also been staying on a shop for quite a while. It was part of a collection I bought. And so when it comes to buying the collections, instead of telling the people, give me this one, give me this one, give me that one, I just tell them to make me a offer on everything, and then I usually just go through and keep what I want. Well, I think we'd like to start this one off on 5 Rand. Next is this custom VW Beetle. Comes out of a 5-pack. I'll pull the part. It's open, it's never been played with or anything. And straight from the 5-pack into a bag. I think I'd like to start this one off on 15 Rand as well. The next item is this Ford F250 BAKKIE. See, with Harley Davidson livery on it. The 250 or 350? We'll have a closer look now. Doors do open. Ford 350. Cummins V8. No. Tailgate does come down as well. Size wise, I think it's a 1 to 27. As you can see down by my stay, is 1 to 27. Definitely a bit play worn. Bit difficult to actually handle him. I'd like to start this one off on 20 Rand. Next item again is one that comes out of a 20-pack I took to pieces. It's one of the Hot Wheels fantasy cars, obviously in the drag racing series. You can see over there, stop it going too far when popping a wheelie. It's called the Nitro DOORSLAMMER. Nice and neat, nice and clean. Sorry about that, I just had a neighbour popping in. So I'd like to start this one off on 10 Rand. So next item is this Meister Speedway motorcycle. If you're familiar with the sport of speedway, no brakes. You just slide around in circles. In American colours. These Meister bikes are pretty nice and all. It's also been standing for a while on a shelf somewhere. So it does need a bit of a clean up. You do get some play there. Tires are rubber. I see it has got numbers on it, so I'm not sure if it's a numbered series or not. I'd be lying to you if I had to say yes or no. We'd like to start this one off on 10 Rand. The next item is this truck by Majorette. Very play worn, also been standing for quite a while. It does have an opening over there. Scania. Look, it's a nice play worn item for those of you that's into trucks, etc. Majorette, although it's not popular here, not popular in the US, it's very popular in Europe. A lot of their cars are made in either France or Germany. So I'd like to start this one off on 10 Rand and see what happens. So next we have this very shiny Dodge van from Hot Wheels. Again, it's one I would have taken out of a 20 pack and stuck it straight into a little bag. It's got some sort of scrapes and things on it. It's definitely not play worn. (1977) Dodge van. I think I'd like to start this one off on 10 Rand as well. Next is this, what looks like the Testarossa Ferrari. Again, no brand make on it. It's pretty heavy. Just again it says China. Somewhere over here anyway. Oh, it doesn't even say China. Okay, yeah, the doors do open. Cause advertising on it, Momo. Lean, whatever that means. Definitely play worn. I think let's just put in one for 5 Rand and see what happens. The next item is this Majorette truck with a crane on the back and whatever it's lifting. A closer look at him. Look, I do like the Majorette very much. I find they've got a lot of detail in their items. Okay, so it's a big recycle bin there at the back. And like I said, they're very popular in Europe. If we look at the bottom of him, I don't want to lose everything. We have everything full over here. Majorette. It's a Mercedes Zetros. This particular one is made in Thailand, but you'll find a lot that are made in either Germany or France, especially when it comes to the older models. I think we'll start this one off on 5 Rand as well. Next item is one of these Maestro motorbikes again. This time it is the Triumph Bonneville. Again, it's been standing on a shelf and needs to be cleaned up. Usually I find earbud soap and water does the trick, especially if you've got dainty fingers. So I don't have the proper cords to get them nicely cleaned up. Yeah, pretty heavy scale again. I'm not sure the scale of these particular motorbikes. Lots of detail. I'd like to start him off on 15 Rand and see what happens. Next item is this black Mini done by KILLJOY. I don't really know KILLJOY that well, but very nice and sturdy, very nice and heavy. Doors do open. It is a right wheel drive, although it's got the stars and stripes on it. Obviously some sort of rally car. It is a pullback, which does still work. So anybody that likes Mini, this will be a good one for you. Scale wise, yeah, I'm not sure. It is bigger than usual, maybe 1 to 32 or something. So I'd like to start this one off on 10 Rand. The next item is this VW van truck done by Husky. So if it's Husky, we know that would be pre-1970, as I think Husky became Corgi Juniors in 1970. I think this was part of the, it was like a belt that ran across over here with luggage, so you could put your luggage on, you know, a luggage mover. I do believe they're quite pricey, but I don't know enough to actually comment much on it. I see it's got patent pending, so in other words they're waiting for the patent and they put it out anyway. Very play worn, which I love to see. I really don't know what to do about this one, so I'm just going to put it up for 10 Rand and see. It would be great if you could put some comments in and let me know about some of these items, if you know more about them, especially with things concerning that Husky. Next is another Majorette. This time is the logger, definitely not play worn. You can see the logs are still strapped down in it. Are individual. If you take those straps off, they do come out. I assume this would be another Mercedes Cetros. Definitely not play worn. Let's see if we can see something at the bottom. Yeah. I'll take a came probably in the same pack as the previous one. I'd like to start this one off on 10 Rand. So next we have this play worn Nissan Titan from Jada Toys. Jada, Majorette, same company, different name, same as HOTWHEELS and Matchbox. So doors to open. A bit tight, but they do open. Definitely play worn, but it's in fairly decent nick still. I think this one I'd like to try him at 20 Rand. And next we have another little Mini from KILLJOY. Nice paint job. quite make out what it says there at the back. Also pullback action. A neat little car, especially if you like minis. Again, it is right wheel drive, or right hand drive. Let's try him at 5 rand. Next we have this very play-worn recovery truck. It looks like one of the lights might be burst on top, but I could be wrong. This is done by a company called Team A. I've never heard of them. It still works alright at the back. Difficult to hold, sorry. Plus it comes with its own trailer. I'll take you just hitch onto the back of it. So I'd like to start this off on 10 rand. Next we have the Batwing. Comes out of a Batman 5 back I took apart. It comes straight out of there into a little plastic bag to keep it clean. Again, one of these, not really sure what I should be doing with it. I think we'll stick at 10 rand for this one. Next we have this parts and service. It's a 55 Chevy, again out of a 20 pack. Nice paint on it. That's El Segundo, California. So that's where Mattel headquarters are. '56 Chevy, sorry, not 55. I like to start him off on 10 rand. Next item is this Lamborghini Gallardo Super Lego. It comes from RMZ City. So I do think it was probably something that I pulled apart looking for one or two of the other cars in it. Although I do collect Lamborghini, I don't think this is one that I actually want to add, or either that or I already have in my collection. Chances are good it's one I probably already have in my collection. Okay. It's a bit more tinny than a Hot Wheels or a Matchbox or even Majorette. So I'd like to start him off on 5 rand. Next we have this Ferrari. When Shell did their promotion for Ferrari years back, and they brought out quite a few, Ferraris V-Power. Look, it's very plastic. I can't remember how much I sold for back in the day. Obviously play worn. You can see it's picked up quite a bit of dirt. It's obviously been standing on a cabinet or on a shelf. Quite a bit of advertising on it. Scale wise, 1:38. It is the Formula One car from back in 2008. Let's might just try 5 rand and see. Next we have this DHL delivery Renault Kangoo from Majorette. I guess I do like Majorette. Their stuff is pretty solid, got decent shocks on it. Especially their more premium cars. I can't remember where I got this one, but more than likely stripped out of a 5 or 3 pack or something like that. Pretty neat, pretty clean. And I like to start it off on 10 rand. Next is this BIGFOOT, play worn, definitely play worn. Not much I can say about it. Taking a chance on it really. Does have some sort of shocks on it. Again, it's a Team A. Not a brand I'm very familiar with at all. Nice for the kids to play in the sandpit with. Let's start it off on 5 rand. Next we have another Ferrari. Looks like the 308. If I'm wrong, just leave a comment, let me know. One topic. Doors to open. No brand name on it. Definitely play worn. Again, not much I can say about it. Someone might like it. Let's try it at 5 rand and see what happens. Next item is this Toyota HIACE from Majorette. Not part of their premium set, so it is a little bit tinny. Not sure what its writing's all about. Trying to make it what it says there on the side. I think we're quite familiar with this car here in South Africa. You can see this is one of the Majorettes done in Germany. So I'd expect it to be one of the older ones. It says they're made in Thailand as well. Okay, so I'm not sure what that Germany is all about. Because it's a pretty popular car here, well-known car in South Africa. I'd like to start it off on 20 rand and see. And next is this pretty neat little Corvette. 1-43, done by New Play, also a brand I've never heard of before. The car's pretty solid. Some sort of suspension to it. Does need a bit of a clean. There's your Corvette badge. It's got rubber tires. That at the back. Again, not quite sure what to do with it. Anyone got any more details for me? Drop a comment. We would like to start off on 10 rand. Next item is another one from Meister. This time it's the SPIDERMAN motorbike. Triumph motorbike. 1-2 rand. 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 1-2 r Yeah, like I said, their bikes are pretty solid. Got rubber sort of wheels, does move around. And it's got the kickstand or the stand and works pretty well. Definitely but play worn. Again, it could do with a bit of a clean up. A pretty decent detail to it. Let's start him off on 10 rand. Next we have this VW Beetle from Meister. A pretty nice looking car, very solid, very heavy. Definitely play worn. I see there's no rubber on the tires, but I somehow get the idea that's how it came out. Just by looking at it. Don't give a heck of a lot of detail on it or anything. So I personally do like the play worn stuff. Let's put him on for 5 rand. Next we have this item by Real X, another company I've never heard of, brand I've never heard of. Definitely smaller than a 1:64. I've been standing on a shelf. It definitely needs a clean up. It's a Mercedes-Benz CLK. Okay. So that's got quite a bit of detail on it. It can't come off the stand. What it's about, I've got no real idea, so let's just go for 5 rand. So the next item is this Thomas FLYABOUT. This comes from a Matchbox Yesteryear series. Also, it's been staying on a shelf for quite a while. Still very neat, just needs a bit of a clean up again. Look, I thought it would be more popular than what it actually was. I was quite surprised to see we've got no bids on 30 for it. 1909 Thomas FLYABOUT. It is a Lesney, courtesy of Harrow Collection, Reno, USA. Okay, so I've never been to Reno, but I've been to Vegas a couple of times and I've been to the Harrow there. Okay, here's models of yesteryear. Let us try him this time at 25 and see if anything happens. So next is another Meister motorbike. Like I said, they've got lots of nice detail to them. Fortunately, been standing for a while, open on a shelf, so needs a clean up. So they're pretty solid. Rubber tire, quite a lot of detail to it. Wheels to turn. I think we'll try this one at 15 rand. So next is another Meister motorbike. This time it is the Honda CBR 1000R, I think, 1000RR. Just say they are nice. They've got lots of detail. Just needs a real good cleaning. So it's great for all you bike fans out there. They do come off these stands as well. They can be taken off these stands just with a screw. We're starting on 15 Rand as well. Next is a Hot Wheels. I think it's called the Monster Daily Delivery. It will also have come out of a 5-pack, 10-pack, 20-pack. Makes it very difficult to read this color. That's Monster Dairy Delivery, not daily. So there you can get your milk delivered in a monster truck. Let's start him off on 5 Rand. Next item is Hot Wheels again. This time it is the Muscle Bound. It's very nice matte black. I'm not sure where I'm going from, but judging by the fact that he's got some dirt on him, I'd say it probably came in a collection or something that's been standing on the shelf. (2018). Not a bad looking car. I think we'll start this one off at 5 Rand as well. Next we have this Meister MG. It's 1:37 scale, if I remember correctly. Doors do open, seats do move. Like the Meister stuff, the bigger stuff is pretty nice. Even their premium stuff is pretty nice. Just not their normal mainline tinny goods. Meister is MG RV8. Scale looks like 1:37. See the registration is MG RV8. It does put him up for 10 Rand. Last item is this Shelby from New Play again a company I've never heard of. Very solid, very heavy. Is that the Shelby logo? Sorry, it's too small for me to actually see properly. Doors do open again. Let's see what it says here. Shelby Series 1, take it to year 2000, 1:32, New Play. Okay, this is our last item for today. Again, I'd like to say it's not the best selection, but I need to put them out there and see if I can get anything for them. Otherwise, I'll just be donating them.